Good evening. I'm Daniela Guzman. Thank you for joining us. Keith Garvin is off tonight, and we're going to get to that story in just a moment. But first, Montrose getting ready for Pride weekend and Beyonce's concert crowds. But along with the celebration, some visitors say they're seeing a troubling trend, a spike in car break-ins. KPRC 2's Ricky Munoz shows us the growing concerns and what's being done to protect people heading into the weekend.
Thousands are expected to pour into Montrose this week, and law enforcement are listening. I was able to speak to Constable Alan Rosen, and he says they're stepping up their game, all to prevent things like this happening in the Montrose area. And I was able to speak to residents, and this is what they had to say.
It seems like a car break-in kind of vibe here.
Yeah, cops do come. Like, I see usually the big SUV comes like back and forth here, but just not often enough, I feel like.
People shouldn't have to worry about that, especially in a place like this. It's beautiful.
And residents say those concerns aren't new. According to the 2025 data for zip code 77019, there have already been 150 thefts from vehicles just this year. It's by far the most common crime in this part of Montrose. Add in dozens more reports of vandalism and burglary, and people here say the signs are everywhere. Shattered glass, missing belongings, stolen catalytic converters, and little accountability. One of the loudest voices calling for change is KB Brown. She manages several parking lots here in the area and says what's happening now could get worse with this weekend's crowd.
I want us to come together more as a community. We need help down here. This is getting out of hand, and this costs us a lot of these hardworking people $300 to $400, $500 to fix some of these windows.
After hearing concerns from neighbors, we reached out to Constable Precinct 1 about the lack of patrols and rising break-ins around Crocker Street. Constable Alan Rosen says he wasn't aware of the problem, but now that it's being brought to his attention, they're looking into possible solutions.
Three major things that are going on in the downtown area. So law enforcement's going to have to really be on their toes.
Over on Crocker Street, so the lots here in this main road are generally managed by somebody. Once you go to Crocker Street, you see glass broken literally from one end all the way to the other end. Do you have plans on placing somebody on that street patrolling up and down this weekend?
So often we're engaged with so many different communities, and if someone doesn't say something, sometimes things do get overlooked and they don't get addressed. And so whoever brought it to your attention, the station bringing it to our attention, we greatly appreciate that.
Constable Alan Rosen says they're working alongside the Houston Police Department, and he says if you see something, say something. In Montrose, I'm Ricky Munoz, KPRC 2 News.